What's going on, guys? Over here at the shop, and today I drove the hatch. Right now it's just me and Brent chilling over here, and in today's video we are going to see how much the hatch can put down on the dyno. So as you guys know, we took this thing to Florida and I got my 9-second pass, which is what I personally wanted to do in this car. That was like my goal, and now I'm happy with the car because it did what I wanted it to do. And now I want to see how far we can push this setup on the eBay turbo and on the stock sleeves and everything. So we're over at the shop. It's going to be the first time the hatch has been on the dyno since it's been installed over here, and we're just going to put the boost controller to 100% and 100% let her eat. We're gonna just see what happens. So either the turbo exhaust housing is going to run out of breath and choke it out on the top, maybe the fuel system will run out. I don't think that's gonna happen though. We have the 750 in there, but we're just gonna see what happens. I wanna know how much power this thing can put down. It's still on the same exact setup from when we ran the 9-second pass down in Florida. I haven't even given it an oil change since we got back yet. It has well over 4,000 miles on this oil change. The oil's pretty dirty, but she's been going great. I've been driving it around every now and then just off camera. I've taken it to a couple meets, went on a couple cruises with it, and I've just been going easy on the car. But today we're not going easy on her. She's gonna eat.
It's gonna go or it's gonna blow.
We're just sending it. So I guess the real question is, how much power can we make on these eBay turbos that we put on every one of our cars? But you guys pretty much get the idea. So we're just gonna go ahead and get her pulled onto the dyno, strap her down, and then Brent's gonna hook up some stuff that we'll show later that he wanted to test out. He got this thing like sent to him that helps him listen to, it's like a knock sensor or something, helps him set it so he can push the timing as far as it can go. So we'll show more of that in a second, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get her strapped down and see what happens. What are your guesses?
I want to shoot for as much as it can make, so my hopes are in the 800s.
I would love to see it make 800.
That's my hopes, but realistically, maybe 740, 750, but
yeah, maybe 750s. We'll see. I mean, on eBay it says it's rated to 800.
I mean, and this is to the wheel. This horsepower is all.
That's wheel horsepower. The most it's ever made is 711, and that's when it was back on the high compression set. Yeah, I don't think it's ever actually made 700 on the dyno on this setup.
698, I believe.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, and if it doesn't hold the power, I don't really care, but I just want to see it ramp up, and it doesn't have to be usable power. Just get it to get up there somehow.
It's like you've done that before.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Pretty good at lining her up.
Yeah.
Not my first time.
No. Not at all.
Actually, now that it's on there, I'm kind of nervous. I don't like it blow up. But I also want to send it to the moon.
There's no turning back now. It's on the dyno.
You ever see those memes? And it was like, it's like me, I should go easy on my car and
yeah,
whatever, but it's like also inner me, like hook a ride to the atmosphere. Yeah. Ignore this mess of wires. That's for the fan still. I have to plug it in every time I drive it. I haven't fixed that yet.
I'm like, where's my leads at? Oh yeah.
They're in my engine bay. Yeah, that's Brent's little roll of alligator clips. He let me borrow them to get back from Florida because I don't know what happened. A fuse blew out or something. So we had to rig something up to get it home.
I'm gonna start by putting fresh plugs in, so.
Fresh Sparkies?
Yep. We're gonna go for every inch.
What it?
What's up?
Any guesses on what the turbo will make with the boost controller at 100%?
I think the turbo will stop at 870.
870? 870?
I think we might go 870.
Dude, if it does 870, I'll shit myself.
I'll be right next to you. This will get messy.
I hope, man. Dream big.
I hope for a living.
Dude, that's my jam, bro. I love that song. I think I'm gonna name my other car High Hopes because of that song. What do you think Kyle's car is gonna make? How much horsepower?
A lot.
Well, we know that, but how much?
Pick a number between 1 and 1,000.
100.
Dang, she got to do me like that. 100.
Disconnect the charge pipe.
They used to make 100.
Yeah.
About 6 years ago.
Well, we could.
Do you think it'll make 800?
Maybe.
All right.
She's all strapped down, getting ready to make some pulls. And this was the thing I was just talking about. Brent put this little sensor on the front of my block right here. Screwed it on right there, and then that goes into this little like control unit, and then he also has this tack signal all going into this little box, and then that goes to a pair of headphones and your laptop.
Yep.
And then what does that help you do?
It helps detect knocks so we can push the timing as far as we can go.
So what does that let you hear? Like what do you hear in the headphones?
I can hear when the engine like detonates or when it pings, you call it, you know, so that's when you know you've pushed the timing farther than you should. So I've always been real safe on my timing numbers of stuff that I just know works, but this is gonna let me just push the envelope a little further.
So you've never tried these yet?
No, I haven't tried these ones, no.
So this is the
I've used
maiden
something
voyage?
similar, yeah, but this is a whole new setup, so I'm pretty pumped about it.
Is that who sent it to you?
Yeah,
Tuner nerd?
tuner nerd.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Well, we're gonna let her warm up, and then Brent's gonna do his thing. But before we start doing pulls, I want you guys to guess how much you think the hatch is gonna make. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna max it out, see what happens. Hopefully she holds together.
No, we gotta always remember, this is still the stock sleeves, the FRM sleeves. Like
The FRM H sleeves.
yeah, they're
Mall gold
basically
pistons.
coated aluminum. You know?
Yeah.
And it's stock cams,
Stock cams.
valves.
Yep.
So, you know, we're pushing the stock stuff, stock crank. We're just gonna push it as far as we can go. That means rods, pistons, springs, retainers. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
It's
That's weird.
super basic.
Yeah.
Simple build. And it has an eBay turbo. That's so cool.
So it shouldn't be so noisy. So that's what I'm working on. It shouldn't be that noisy right now. It should be more like that.
Okay.
So the sensor just made me move. But yeah, that's it.
That's pretty
what I'm
cool.
hearing in here.
Oh, pop.
I was like, oh, I better get out.
She's already trying to pull herself off the dyno.
I'm ready.
You haven't turned it up at all, right?
No, this is the exact tune from the 9-second pass.
Oh, this is just the baseline from that 9-second pass?
That's it.
But you didn't even go all the way through.
And he didn't even rev it all the way out, and it just did 617. Dodge Hellcat.
Yeah.
But that's to the tire.
I heard a noise
Oh, did you?
on the G cell. Like a bolt.
What is that?
Wheel weight.
Oh, wheel weight came off.
Wheel weight.
My tires aren't going to be balanced anymore.
I heard it.
Alright guys, on the same tune that it went 9s in Florida, up here it makes 707 wheel horsepower. And on that pass we blew a wheel weight off the wheel. That hit the dyno and Brent heard something fall off, but it was just this. But she's right at 707. Are you gonna add any more duty?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But we should
I
probably
wanna see
crawl
750. Yeah, I'm not saying just go for it right away, but
I didn't think you'd want that.
I mean, if you shoot for like 750-ish on this next one,
Okay.
I'd be down with that.
I like the way you're I don't get you thinking this way very often, so I'm like, oh,
I know,
let's
we've
go.
never, I've always wanted to keep this car in one piece, but I know it could do more.
Let it rip. She deserves it anyway. She's such a good ass car. Like all the stories people fucking out at Nationwide and stuff.
Back in the day.
I loved it, man.
Who's that kid in the red hatch?
Yeah. It wasn't even that long ago.
That's the most it's ever made. How much juice was that?
That's not like 27, 20 pounds.
How much?
27, 20 pounds.
She just did 718, let it cool off for a second. We're going for
Saw 29 for a second, but it came back down to 26. And we're not even close. I mean, duty cycle fuel wise, 45%.
45% on the fuel?
Yeah.
Not even halfway there.
Fuel system's solid.
We need like 36 pounds.
Try it. We ain't got no air in Colorado.
What do you just go to?
We're just 90 everywhere.
90% on the duty
Yeah.
for the boost controller? I don't understand how the van made the 730 then on the same turbo, same setup. I guess I thought it had lower compression than this.
Well, the van has 3-inch charge piping, different intercooler.
There's got to be something in the van because I feel like the van with this fuel system would have kept going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the van looked like it was good.
Fuel system's what held us back.
724.
A little better.
A little better.
You want to just put the line to the top once?
We'll stick the line to the top and let
That
it
takes
eat.
the solenoid out of the mix and just it's what it'll make.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Line to the top.
Line to the top.
Hold
This is everything.
hold the gate shut.
Yeah.
That's all it has.
Everything. Just make a whole new vacuum line so we can just put it right back together.
Fuel and everything look good right there though?
On the money. Beautiful.
Well, at least we know we have the fuel.
Yeah.
We just need a bigger one of them.
Yeah. More airflow.
Bigger turbo,
I mean,
bigger
and
intercooler.
we can go back again. This is stock cams, stock sleeves, stock crank, stock distributor, stock intake manifold. It only has rods, pistons, springs, retainers. That's all it has. And a turbo kit.
Yep.
What were you just saying, Kyle?
Now I know why Nick Savage always says to the top.
To the
He was
top.
talking about the gate.
Yeah.
He knows that boost life.
Well, the hatch has made 724 so far, and that's with the boost controller at 90%, which is pretty up there. Brent said we can't, or we shouldn't go to 100% because it can start to get buggy up there and start sticking.
Buggy, yeah.
So what we ended up doing is we just took another vacuum line and we just went straight to the top of the gate. So it's just gonna hold it shut. And this is literally gonna be as much as this car can make. It's gonna be all the boost, and that's just what it's gonna be. So we were hoping for a little higher, but I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's all she can make.
That's it.
So maybe some of you guys are reevaluating your guesses, but we'll see how it does. Yeah, Jamie said 870.
Give me the nitrous bottle, it'll make it.
I think it's just the, you know, it does have year or better on this engine, right?
Oh, almost 2 years now.
And a lot
At
of
least a year
miles.
and a half.
So
A lot of miles, a lot of
we're
passes.
probably just pushing the boost right into the pan and pushing it right
Into the catch can. But I mean, after all this, she's still making power.
Yeah, still making power. Still beat on it.
I'm still happy with her.
And you'll drive it home tonight. And
Yeah.
drive it to dinner, whatever you want to do.
Well, we still have one more pool, so I wouldn't say that just yet.
Hey.
And the lines to the top of the gate on this pool. But yeah, we'll see what she does. This is all of it. All she can do on this turbo setup. Same boost?
That 26-pound number.
I feel like it's made so much more than that before though.
I know. That's for bleeding off somewhere, you know?
I mean,
26, I don't know, 26, just falls 25. I mean, we could got a smoker.
yeah, I feel like it might have a leak somewhere. There's no way that's all it has. This little port on the back's leaking pretty bad. I just tried to pinch that a while ago to shut it off, but I think it's just spraying smoke out of it. And the TPS. Yeah, the TPS leaks pretty good too. Is what it is though.
Yeah.
Only made 26 pounds that time.
So right now it's got like 5 pounds of pressure on it. So you get 26 pounds. How much is coming out of there?
A lot, because you can hear it just when you put your finger on it.
You've got 5 pounds going through it.
I'm losing probably just a couple pounds right off that guy.
Yeah. Because this thing we can usually get it up to about 8.
Yeah.
We can get up to about 8 or 10.
And right now you can't get it past 5.
Nope. No,
Maxed out.
Yeah, it's blasting.
Well, we put the line to the top and it made less that time. Only made 705.
Dang.
But I guess that's just all she has. We also hooked up a smoke machine to it to check if there was any leaks, and it did have a couple on the intake manifold. There's a really bad one on this like back port. I just tried to pinch it with pliers a long time ago, and it still leaks out of that pretty bad. The TPS leaks pretty bad, so we're probably losing a little bit of boost out of that, but that's pretty much all it has in it, I guess. I mean, I know we've made over 30 pounds on it several times before, but
Yep.
I wasn't able to make any more.
Wasn't. We gave it everything.
Maxed her out
Yeah.
at 724 with the solenoid on there. And it probably made that little extra just because the solenoid could help ramp it in just that little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that just shows we were running it literally to its fullest potential. Like that's all she had.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna make more. I thought it would be
did
like
too.
high 700s or something, but
did too.
I guess that's it. Unless there's a leak somewhere that we just didn't find, or
Those little leaks.
we are missing a couple bolts on the manifold like always, but
Yeah. And maybe some of that, maybe we can go in and fix those bolts and check the leaks and try it one more time.
try it one last time.
One last time.
Yeah,
There was
unfortunately.
some little things, so maybe getting rid of those, we can just make 730.
Yeah. I mean, I have that other block at home, so it'll be
Yeah.
getting built with a new turbo eventually.
Yeah, and then
Once we get back around to it. But yeah, I was telling Brent earlier, I was like, bro, we need to be on the level to where we're making 900, not even trying.
Yeah.
Just a little like, brap.
Yeah.
Oh, boost cut at 920. Okay. Damn, guys, we didn't make 1200.
It's coming.
Don't mad, bro.
Crawl before you walk, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're getting there. She's come a long ways. But I'm proud of that motor. It's still trucking. It's been through so much.
I know.
Well, gotta drive her home now. But I guess that's all she makes right now, guys. We gave it her all. Made 724. It is technically the most it's ever made, but not by much. It made 711 in the past, but now it made 724. So that's her new dyno record at the moment. So we might try to come back and see if we can bump it up some, but I'm not sure if there's much of a point in doing that because we're only gonna get maybe just a couple more out of it. I don't even see it going over 750, even with everything perfect and fixed. That's just where she's at. Just got her unstrapped, getting ready to head out, but it's where she sits.
So where she sits right now.
You know, it's kind of disappointing, but
A little bit.
that's just what it is. This gives me more motivation to put a bigger turbo on it,
Yeah.
build that block,
Watch it come to
shoot
life.
for the stars.
At least the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, shoot for the moon, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, 724. That's where she sits.
Awesome.
We'll just have to bring her back on a new setup.